welcome to all my new subscribers. So glad that you are here. And to my friends that have been on here for a long time that have known me for a while. Welcome to Proverbs Home. It is actually early in the morning. I'm drinking my chai tea. I already had breakfast. I just had some toast with jam and some cheese. That's what I had for breakfast. That was good enough. I wasn't very hungry this morning. And I wanted to sit here a little bit and talk to you. And it's funny because this morning my husband was on his way to work and found one of my gloves in the snow. He brought it in. He's like, "Do you know where your other one is?" I'm like, "I have no idea." So I think I lost my other glove because I can't find it in my coat. Don't know where it's at. Thank you for being so kind, so loving, so inspiring. It doesn't mean to feel intimidated by others to the point when you know you need to do something, you don't do it because of intimidation. Are you afraid of losing viewers? Or you're afraid of, if you're on Facebook or wherever you're on, whatever channel you have or social page, you're afraid people won't like you. It may be anything. It may be with politics, religion, anything. And sometimes we feel intimidated. So what we do is when we feel intimidated, we back away because we don't want to rock the boat. We don't want to hurt anyone. And that's good. We shouldn't be out to hurt people. That's not what we should be. I don't think there's a ministry out there that says hurt people. There's a saying that says hurt people hurt people. But there's not a ministry like that because God calls us to love one another. And sometimes we could be intimidated whether God gives us something to do, whether we are around a certain group of people. I think we all been there. We all have felt in our lives where we feel intimidated by something that's going on and we kind of step back, or we feel intimidated by doing something God's calling us to do, or maybe there's like some kind of ministry you have or something you want to do or a gift you have, but you don't want to do it because you feel a little intimidated. Maybe you're supposed to be a singer, and I know people with beautiful voices and they won't sing in front of anybody because they feel intimidated, they feel embarrassed. I'm here to tell you, don't be intimidated by anything or anyone. Do what you're supposed to do. There are people that would like it. There are going to be people that will not like it. There will be people that will be offended. There will be people that will criticize you. One thing my husband told me, and he always reminds me when I feel intimidated. He says, "Sweetheart," or "Lisette," when somebody sees you doing something different, a lot of the times they're not going to like it. He's not talking about things that are bad that we shouldn't be doing or stuff. He's not talking about that. He is talking about a gift that you have that you want to use, that God's given you, but you don't use it because of what people might think of you. Well, I find myself doing that. I'm going to tell you with what. And the other day, remember I made a video that I put up, I think it was yesterday, that I said I was crying because something that really hurt me. And this was something that I was dealing with for quite a while, and it finally came out. Something had happened and it triggered it, and it came out. I think I've shared with you once or twice that I have a degree in science and childhood education. It actually took a long time for me to get this degree, and I graduated in the year 2020. Yeah. And we ended up having a virtual graduation because we were not able to go to the college and graduate there. So it was online. We had the mayor, the governor, and he spoke on our graduation online, and then they showed our pictures. We all had to take a picture with our cap and gown and send it into the college, and then they put it online, and then they told everybody what degree we graduated with. At that same time, my grandkids were out of school, and I was homeschooling them here at the house. They were staying with us, so I was homeschooling them. Plus, I was finishing the rest of my classes because I was graduating here at home, and I think I went over this a long time ago. So that was a very challenging time, a time of tears, a time of challenges, trying to get everything, trying to graduate, trying to pass all my classes and graduate with honors. It was hard. It wasn't easy. I remember times when I had to do labs, And usually the labs, we did them over at the college together in the classroom, but this time we had to do them at home alone. And it was hard. It was not easy. There was times it was 12 o'clock and I was still typing. I was crying, 12 in the morning, 1 in the morning. Thank the Lord that he helped me through that season of my life. It was very hard, but I made it and I graduated with honors. There's a reason why I'm sharing this, and it definitely isn't to say, oh, look at what I did. Because I would tell you, without God, without my husband, it would have been doubly harder. But because they encouraged me, because God cheered me on and encouraged me, my husband encouraged me, my friends, family, I was able to finish what I started. But I've noticed ever since, I have felt so intimidated to tell people that I have a degree. I felt bad. I don't know why. I felt like if I share it with somebody, I'm bragging. I shouldn't tell anybody. So a lot of times I never tell anybody. It's actually put away. I'll be right back. Gonna cover it up. It has some information. That's my degree. Okay, this is it. It's in here. It's been at my shelf in the back. I don't even have it in a frame. I've just had it tucked away. And I have not really shared it with anyone. I think once on here, but I haven't really shared it with anybody at my church, friends. Some of my friends know I graduated. Some people I have met, I've never really shared it with. I just kept it put away out of fear, out of fear, out of intimidation. Because you see, being a Latina, born in America, I'm not supposed to accomplish these things. This is my secret that I keep hidden, but no more after this week. When I have people telling me, oh, you think you better because you got this or you got that, or just because you got this or you got that, who do you think you are? I don't think I'm anyone without God. Most of all, for one, without Him, I am nothing. Without salvation, I am lost. See, it doesn't matter what piece of paper that you get. It doesn't matter what you accomplish in this world. Without God being first in our lives, we have nothing. So all the glory goes to Him. And I thank you that I achieved this, Lord, because without you, I would not be and I would not have this today. And I no longer will bury it in the ground because I've been intimidated by what people would think of me. I would no longer do that. And I'm saying that to you. Stop hiding those talents that God's given you and burying them and hiding them and putting them away because you're embarrassed to use, whether it's singing, whether it's you got some kind of schooling, whether it's working with children, whether it's being a stay at home mom and working so hard to provide for your family. Stop caring what people think. It's been 5 years already. I hide this. It's been in my shelf in the back, never on display. And I think the reason I do that because it shows me what I can do and what God's given me to do that maybe I'm not doing as much as I can. And this is something I worked hard for. I'm not going to be intimidated. I feel bad because there are some that tell me, who do you think you are? You think you're this and that because you have a degree? No, I don't think I'm anything without God. But what I am is His daughter, and what I am is His child, and is someone that He gave me the ability to do something I wanted to do for years, and it finally got done. And if I can do it, you can do it. I don't use my platform to say, look what I am. I use it to encourage my friends, my subscribers, my family, my loved ones to do their best, to work hard at what God's given you to do. What do you have that you're burying under the ground, that you're putting away when no one can see it and hear or physically because you're afraid of intimidation? You're intimidated by others and what others would think. Intimidation will keep us from doing what God's called us to do. And I found myself making excuses for what God's done in my life, and I'm not making any excuses. I went through a lot in my life. It was not easy. And God brought me to where I'm at today. Am I supposed to be ashamed of that? But I share it because I know where He brought me from and how He changed my life. That's why I share it. But one thing, though, I am His daughter. And the Bible says, nothing shall separate me from the love of God. But I will not be intimidated. And I will follow His purpose in life for my life. Follow His purpose for your life. Whatever He's given you to do, use your gifts. Don't bury them because you're afraid what people are going to think, or they think you're not smart enough, or you don't deserve it, or you think you're better. If you do that, you're going to do what I did. I hid this in a shelf. I hid it. God told me in my heart, stop. Stop feeling bad with something I blessed you with. It is because of Him. And I thank Him. And I thank my mom, my husband for encouraging me, for loving me, never giving up on me, telling me you could do it, Lisette. And for me to hide it and put it away like it doesn't mean anything is telling all those people that love me and encourage me, what you did doesn't really mean nothing. Whatever God gives you to do it unto Him with humbleness and love. Encourage others, but don't be intimidated. God bless you, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. There'll be another video up tonight. It'll be a fun video, but I hope this encouraged you and inspired you. God bless you. Bye.